I get so many people these days who are like, can you put my app on your YouTube channel? I think your audience will love it. And I'm like, I don't want to use your software. I can't keep up with it all. But what you can do, send me a 60-second pitch video and I will react to it live in a YouTube video. Doesn't mean I'll like it, it might suck. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go through 10 pitch videos. I haven't seen these yet. They might be awful, or you might just discover the app of your dreams. Okay, up first, Content Snare. If you know, you know. I've talked about this one before. Look at that mustache. It's 1 minute and 3 seconds. That is a 3-yard penalty. The brief was 60 seconds. Why is this always so hard for everybody?
Favorite thing in the whole wide world is chasing clients for information and then having to explain to them that answering 7 out of 10 questions isn't good enough. And then having to tell them that you need this year's statement, not the one from 2003. I'm kidding, of course this stuff sucks, and that's what Content Snare fixes. Instead of trying to explain it to you, I'm just gonna read what this accountant said. It's a tool to gather data and queries. Unlike email, it looks pretty, has an unintimidating format, and you basically send a shopping list to the client and it follows them up automatically. They attach answers and documents to each question, and you just check it when it says 100% answered. You review answers and decline items if they gave the wrong answer so they can try again. They give you starter templates and you can customize these to your firm's style. So that plus clear communication to clients equals not your problem anymore. There you go. He said it better than I could, which is kind of embarrassing. But in short, Content Snare helps you spend less time chasing clients and more time on actual accounting.
Okay, Content Snare, if you know, you know. I've been talking about this one for years. It is like one of the OG like explicit request apps where like that is all it does is just requests super, super well. Practice management systems are starting to taste the rainbow and like have some aspect of requests in those tools, but they fundamentally, in my experience, don't go as deep as dedicated tools for requests. They used to I think they launched working with like digital agencies and stuff like that, and now one of their main focuses, if not the main focus, is now accounting firms. Because running an accounting firm today is all about how efficiently you can request information. I don't like it, but that's just how it be. Content Snare, that is contentsnare.com. Okay, Sweet Files, another 3-yard penalty. Come on!
We saved the average 10-seat accounting firm up to 300 days of admin work per year. Now, most tech-savvy firms that we speak to,
back-to-back Australians.
They have a system that manages their document signing, another one that they use to edit PDFs, another one that they use for a client portal, a plugin that saves all of their emails, and if they're really on the ball, they'll have something which will create documents and emails with merge fields using their CRM. At Sweet Files, we can do all of that for you in one place. One subscription, and the fact that it's all in the one system, it means that you're saving so much manual admin time trying to pull it all together. So what this means is that you can take on more clients, you can show your current clients more love, or your team finally gets that work balance that we've all been looking for. So you want to see how you can take your firm up to industry-leading levels of efficiency? Visit sweetfiles.com and book a free demonstration.
I think I talked to Sweet Files like back in the day at like ZeroCon San Diego or something. It's sweetfiles.com. And my understanding then was like they sit on top of your Microsoft 365 and just like pull all that stuff together in a much more helpful way, manage like client-facing requests, that sort of thing. The document management system for accounting, law, and engineering firms. Everything you need in one place. Template and edit documents. Connect with Xero. Oh, connect to XPM. That's cool. Manage emails and tasks. Save it. What does it do with email? Oh, templated emails? And then it like all pulls the emails back into like your document storage system. Ooh, no more printy the email and go put it in the thing. I like it. File management is kind of hard. File management isn't something that practice management systems like do very well today, I feel like. So interesting, this is like a file management first solution. Sweetfiles.com. Okay, up next, Tax Plan IQ. Okay, well, that's a 12-yard penalty. Goodness sakes, people, 60 seconds.
Tax Plan IQ is the SaaS software for accountants. We do this through an innovative trademarked method called the ROI method of tax planning. Track total savings by client to brag to everyone you know. See the top 90 tax planning strategies that are happening, resources and educational content, checklists and templates, assign client tasks, and have your internal staff do your to-dos for the firm. And then create client tax plans using that ROI method. Let's look at Dougie here. And Dougie has some pretty cool ROI. We not only have $3,000 of tax savings in year one, you're 418% ROI immediately. You can show people by strategy, by category. This is a great proposal and pitch software. There's also a full downloadable PowerPoint presentation for you to give to your clients. And then once they pay you that value priced implementation fee and advisory fees for your work, there's a full tax planning report. So that's Tax Plan IQ. I hope you love it as much as I do, and be nice to my baby.
That's right. Okay, my understanding of Tax Plan IQ and like where it slots in, it's taxplaniq.com, is it is not a replacement for your tax calculation software that will do the crunching of all the numbers. But every time I see, like there's a couple like this that generate reports for tax plans. Every time I see these tools, I am just reminded how shockingly bad the like tax suite planning software is at presenting anything that the client would ever understand. It's like the feature is that you can have columns, but none of that is understandable to clients. And it doesn't like frame the savings that you're like getting for them. So Tax Plan IQ is like, hey, here's how to actually shine a light on how intelligent the stuff you're doing is, like show the tax savings that you're getting them year over year. And as a result, like be able to charge better, have more profitable planning engagements because your clients just better understand what you just did. So it's like all the work that you're already doing oftentimes, but just framed in a better way so that your client understands the tax savings that you are getting them. They're in the AICPA Startup Accelerator this year too, taxplaniq.com. Okay, next, financial sense. Before we start here, so I did a practice management system pitch video, and Financial Sense sent me a video, and I dropped the ball. Let's just say I dropped the ball. So I told them they could do 90 seconds because the practice management system videos were 90 seconds. They're also the sponsor for this video. Seems like a conflict. So spoiler alert on that. What has my life become?
Sense was designed to help accounting firms get work done by giving them an easier way to track the status of a client work, get client documents faster, and organize everything in one place so they don't have to work out of several different apps. Let me show you how we do this. First is our workflow dashboard. This is where your team gets work done. You can easily track the status of work, the progress to being completed, when it is due, and who's working on what. And you even have these custom filters that you can use to drill down into the workflow to see
how many apps do we use that give you a big old data grid view that do not have any sort of filtering or sorting. It is like the bane of my existence.
The work that you want to see, like monthly bookkeeping due this week or more. Your team can also collaborate on the work. Everything related to the work is stored here to keep you organized. For example, your team can see the process they must follow to complete the work. You can request documents automatically from clients and have them automatically uploaded here so your team has that information and the client communication. Your team can communicate internally. You have the files related to the work, and you can even see emails between the client.
Emails.
Everything is here instead of all these different apps, so your team can access the information they need. They can also access client information. Click the client's name, they can see work, meeting notes, contact information, passwords, entity info, and more, and then easily get back to the work. Everything your firm needs to get their work done.
Okay, first things first, if you're not using a cloud practice management system yet, it's time to get aboard the SS Cloud PM. Whatever that awful hack together Excel, all those different things that just works, it's time to taste the rainbow, okay? So financial-sense.com. If you've been around the channel, you know about them. All that stuff in one place. I don't know if I'm supposed to say this. Of all the practice management system options, you get an outrageous amount for the money, but it is projects, workflow, email, your CRM, client portal for like automated requests, document management, time and billing, whole bunch of stuff. I said they're the sponsor of this video. Let's just jump ahead to the ad read because since they recorded this video, they're on an absolute like AI feature launch spree. They're doing something like a new AI feature every week for like 8 weeks or something. They released 2 of them. I'll show you what those look like. So the first is you can create a project and then generate like a set of tasks for that project. So let's create a project from scratch. Bills 1065. Select the client, Bill Gates. It is due September 15th or October. I'm pretty sure September 15th. People are gonna kill me if I get that wrong. I've been out of firm running all of 3 months. He just doesn't know what he's doing anymore. Okay, create the project. Check this out, little magic wand, create tasks using AI. That's short for artificial intelligence. So basically what it's doing is making an API called a GPT and generating like a boilerplate set of tasks. See, there's stuff about like partnerships. So like it picked up that it was a partnership, schedule K1s, reconcile bank accounts, tax payments, blah, blah, blah. Now, it doesn't need to be perfect because you can create it and then you can still tinker with it. So like, is this ultimately the exact list that you're gonna use? Probably not, but is it better than starting from scratch? Probably. And with where AI is at right now, people just need to be testing. Need to be starting to ship stuff just to see what sticks and what doesn't. And that is why I can't give them enough credit, because there just aren't that many people in our space that are like beginning to test AI like stuff in production. Okay, the other thing they shipped, task templates. So I'm over here under, I guess, workflow templates. We can create a new template from scratch or with AI. The wand is back. So we're gonna describe what this checklist is for. Let's say a quarterly close for an e-com company. Generate, and again, doesn't need to be perfect. The idea is that it's better than starting from scratch. Okay, ensure revenue expenses are recorded accurately, reconcile the bank accounts, etc. Inventory balances, that's an e-com thing. You can try another prompt, or you can create from this and then tinker with it. So you can use all these as a starting point. You can rearrange them all around, you can modify them, add subtasks, all the other stuff that Financial Sense lets you do. Bravo for shipping some AI stuff. Love to see it. Again, sponsor of this video. Learn more about Financial Sense in the link in the video description. Okay, get me out of this ad read. What do we got next? Oh, baby, Right Tool. Okay, Hector Garcia, YouTube goat Hector Garcia, made his own tool for QuickBooks. Also, the video's 60 seconds, bless your heart. Is that the first person to follow the brief?
Hey, do you love QuickBooks Online? You're a QuickBooks Online fanboy. But have you noticed how...
Okay, we're off to a killer start here. But think about how many licenses of QuickBooks Hector has shilled. How many licenses he has sold. You don't have a QuickBooks mug? That's just a regular old white mug with a QuickBooks sticker on it.
Sometimes it takes 3 to 4 clicks to get to where you want to go, wasting seconds of your life you will never get back. Hi, I'm Hector Garcia, and I'm an accountant that loves QuickBooks Online. But I designed the Right Tool in order to save you those seconds. It's a Google Chrome extension that works in Microsoft Edge too, sits on the right side of your screen, right by QuickBooks' side, gives you the ability to create your own custom shortcut links. You can search for any screen or report available in QuickBooks Online, a fully expanded set of keyboard shortcuts, and even a nifty tab manager that allows you to navigate through all your open tabs, which is an homage to QuickBooks Desktop's open window list. Best part is that it's free.
That's actually, some people just jumped out of their chair at that.
Sign up, no credit card required.
Free?
And for my fellow power users, there's a pro version that will blow your mind. Well, not really, but it will save you seconds, guaranteed.
Okay, first of all, let's talk about that production value. Okay, I shared this one in my newsletter when he launched it last year, but I think it's gotten some upgrades since then. It's basically like your QBO souped up with keyboard shortcuts. And I am such a big fan of keyboard shortcuts. I'm a huge fan of like Superhuman. I use for my email, everything within that email client, like just a single keystroke to get to anything. You never have to use the mouse. And with QuickBooks and all the nested menus and the reports that you always use, right? It's always the same few reports. Makes a ton of sense. And also, if you were ever to have somebody build like a QBO thing for you, to make you more productive at QBO, wouldn't it be Hector Garcia? Like, isn't he the guy you would have make it? Of course he is. Check that one out. The website is righttoolpro.com. Who's next? Callbox.
Hey, big guy.
Whoa.
Matt with Callbox here. We're talking about AR done for your clients. AR, accounts receivable, as in the least fun you've ever had. That's what we do. We focus on getting your clients paid for past due invoices, which is something that neither they nor you really want to focus
I mean, is Matt even bummed out about running a company that does AR?
on. What does that mean? For one low monthly fee, we do all things following up on past due invoices. That's email reminders, facilitating payment, resending invoices, picking up the phone, and actually calling on behalf of your clients. Check out this real testimonial from a very serious accounting firm partner of ours.
Okay, I feel like I've been Trojan horsed.
Clients didn't pay, dude. Just took a huge bite out of me. AR is killing me, eating my lunch. Maybe call the guys at Callbox. Somebody that's like gonna help you like get your money back. I'm just in so much pain.
I don't know what to say about this. Besides, the shirt says I'm fine on it, and it has bloodstains on the side. That's a pretty funny shirt. He's got an AirPod in. Like, was he out just running?
If you have clients that invoice for their work, don't mess around. Email me at matt, M-A-T-T, at callbox, COLLBOX.co. not .com.
Okay, AR, I hate it, but I think everybody hates it. And we always had clients saying like, oh, we love, it is so nice you've taken over our AP. Can you take over our AR too? And I was like, no. Not interested. The idea behind Callbox, I think, is just this. So it's Callbox, COLLBOX.co. The idea is they just do it for you. So like you can offer this service to your clients, and like Callbox is that back office that's doing the follow-up and the calling and all of that stuff. We actually had some engagements where we came in and we were like, hey, we're gonna be your kind of your accounting back office. And they're like, if you're gonna do that, for us, that's AR. And we're like, we don't wanna do that. So they still had to have like kind of some quasi-accounting-y staff for that stuff. I get it. Like if you're gonna build that into what you're gonna offer and package up for your clients, like I would sooner outsource that stuff to Callbox than actually do it myself, because who wants to do that? Okay, live flow, minute and 7 seconds. Okay, that's a 7-yard penalty. Did you write that down?
Hey, my name is Lassie. I'm the founder of LiveFlow. Nowhere close as good as Jason's stats in making engaging and funny videos, but here is a quick demo of LiveFlow.
Stop.
LiveFlow helps you to set your advanced financial reports on autopilot. In other words, we turn your spreadsheet into a scalable and real-time FP&A platform that you can then scale across your whole
but those Chrome tabs are a call for help.
Client base. Very short walkthrough of this. So inside Google Sheets here, you'll find LiveFlow, and we're then ready to import data from your QuickBooks account. In other words, no more manual download of P&L or balance sheet reports every month to send over to your clients, and much more real-time automation that allows you to completely customize these reports and these dashboards for your clients. We now work with hundreds of firms to help them automate this process and make it easier to build customized financial packages for their clients. And we would love to work with yours as well and see if we could be a good fit. We hope this passed the Jason Stats test, and if not, then we'll try again next time when we get a chance. See you soon.
Okay, if you've been around, you've seen LiveFlow on my stuff. Bless their hearts, they have sponsored my newsletter and videos and stuff like that. But you know what? They're not sponsoring this video, so I'm taking no prisoners. Basically, they sync information from your QuickBooks file to Google Sheets, and if you want, it'll even like live sync and keep updating. Whole ton of good reasons to have clients see that information in Google Sheets instead of actual QuickBooks. Not just clients, but even like other stakeholders for the clients who you don't want in the QuickBooks file. Ooh. But if you think about like all the reporting that QuickBooks has and all that, to be able to like granularly sync that out to QuickBooks and like reference it in cells and stuff like that. A lot of interesting things you can do with that. That is liveflow.io. Okay, 3 left. Scrutinize.
Hey bud, did you get a chance to do those file reviews yet?
Okay. Okay, hang on. He kept it within 60 seconds. We're 11 seconds into looking back and forth at a dog.
So, no? Hi, I'm John with Scrutinize. And when I was running my bookkeeping firm, file reviews were the last thing anybody wanted to do. They were incredibly manual, error-prone, and it was really hard to tell what was and wasn't complete. That's why we built Scrutinize. Cleanup jobs, scoping, month-end reviews, Scrutinize puts everything you need right at your fingertips. Easily find and fix 26 types of clerical right at your fingertips. Easily find and fix 26 types of clerical errors and sync the changes directly back to the ledger. Our workflows guide your team through each process and ensure every review is getting done consistently and accurately. And our firm dashboard provides your team with a status overview for all ongoing reviews. If you'd like to see what Scrutinize can do for you, head to scrutinize.io to get started today.
Okay, quality assurance. It's a problem, especially as your team grows. There's certain things when you get busy that just kind of fall through the cracks. And in my experience, oftentimes that review of the client's books just gets a little bit less important as things kind of start falling off the table. But the other like helpful thing about QA tools like this to me, QA or QC, the stuff that makes sure it's right, is that then across the firm you've got like a standardized system for ensuring that like they were all up to the same level. Because inevitably you've got different teams doing review, and like how do you make sure that they're all looking at the same things? That's the value of a tool like this to me. And this should absolutely be a thing, because all these tools have APIs where you can see all of the data. So whatever the human user is looking for, we ought to be able to do that in a more automated way, right? I think that's the idea. $5 per client per month. Check that one out, scrutinize.io. Okay, go proposal.
Would you like to eliminate scope creep?
I love that.
Tap into additional revenue within your existing client base, or figure out the best way to manage your client engagements? If the answer to any of these questions are yes, then you're in the right place. I'm Cassie with Go Proposal, and I'd like to show you how easy our tool is to use. As you can see, on the Create Proposal page, we'll select some basic information on the client, and then be able to select a series of services that are unique to the client's needs and that will get them where they would like to be within their business. Scroll down after selecting your services to get the calculation in real time, so we know what the investment cost will be. Now, complete the proposal by entering in a few details and send it off to the client, and within minutes, they can sign their letter of engagement and the real work will begin. If this interests you, head over to goproposal.com and start your free trial today. We can't wait to meet you.
I saw a deeper dive of Go Proposal recently, goproposal.com. And I'll tell you what they do that I haven't seen anywhere else is they got a whole bunch of like pricing stuff built in. So depending on how you price, if your price or even your minimum is built on like some graduated scale of all these factors, like number of transactions or number of tax forms or something like that, you can build like some wildly complicated different mechanisms for calculating all this stuff, the price that you should get to, or even just the minimum that you want to make sure you don't price below. And where I think it could be particularly helpful is especially if you're trying to like delegate sales and like manage sales in a team and set expectations for team members, make sure people aren't underpricing things. I think like every firm should fundamentally have a proposal app. Like that's my opinion. Oh, but what do I know? Check out that one at goproposal.com. Okay, one more, account tests. 1 minute and 27. That is a 27-yard penalty. Make sure you write that one down.
Oh yeah, Stanley, the new guy, how's his first week?
I was really hoping you wouldn't ask. I think we might have got this one wrong.
Oh really? Oh, go on then, tell me.
Well, I thought based on his resume,
I don't know what to say. This is great.
That would get him started on something easy. So I gave him a bunch of reconciliations to do. That was on Monday. By Tuesday, I was actually having to explain what reconciliation actually means.
This is the way.
Then he needed to do some adjusting journals. He couldn't even get that right. It's like he knows nothing about accounting.
Oh really? But he had a great resume and he seemed so assured at the interview.
Yeah, I know, but we never actually tested his technical skills, did we?
Put some science into your hiring with account tests. Have a look at all the tests we've got available for
How much science does your hiring have? My hiring never had much science. We did like trial days to try to build some science into them, and those were helpful. But I think the idea behind account tests is like standardized testing sort of stuff you can run your hires through.
Accounting firms and bookkeeping firms. Jump into each test to see all the details, buy a test on our site, get sent a link which you can forward to the candidate does the test, and 60 seconds later you get a report like this in your inbox with a full details of how the candidate's performed, a comparison to the norm group, and a slice and dice on how they've done in the test.
Should we try that account test thing next time?
You know what I'm just so flattered by? This stupid little YouTube channel that like a few people come and watch. That people like actually put together cool things like that to show us what they're doing. What a time to be alive. Okay, accounttests.com. Spoiler alert, you're not gonna get the number of T's right on the first try. There's 2 T's in the domain. One in the middle-ish, one towards the end. It's testing. It's pretty straightforward, right? They got a bunch of different kinds of tests though, right? Like business tax, individual tax, CFO. Debits and credits? Oh, mama, that would have saved me some headaches. If it saves you from making one bad hire, buddy, it is worth the investment because nothing is worse than hiring the wrong person. There you go. 10 apps who have pitched us. Who is your favorite? Ooh, let's do that. Award your winner in the bottom in the comments, either on production value or because you're excited about the app. If you too shill software, shoot me a pitch. I think we're gonna do these like once a quarter or so, learn a little bit about some new tools, and it's like a fun way to get your stuff in front of more people. Thanks to these folks for participating, and I'll link the most recent pitch we did before this up here. Bye.